Nouvelle Vague is out on Netflix, new film from Richard Linklater, the first he ever made in French. It's black and white, square ratio, and it's a movie about the making of another movie, Breathless, the 1960 film that is the prime representative of the French New Wave. The film follows director Jean-Luc Godard as he makes his decision to finally follow his friends and transition from a film critic into a director through the casting process, pre-production, and actual making of his well-known movie. So, having seen Breathless for the first time just the day before this, I have to say, first of all, it was a good decision because having that context really helps appreciate Nouvelle Vague. You know who these people are, you know what's going on, you know what they're making, and it feels oddly familiar. At one point, I caught myself thinking about this as a documentary, mainly because Zoe Deutsch is so good as Jean Seberg. She made me forget that this isn't actual behind-the-scenes footage. And secondly, I think Nouvelle Vague was a much more enjoyable experience for me than Breathless itself. I mean, I do understand that the French film was highly influential and important in the grand scheme of things, but it is also artsy and deliberately unfocused and so on. And thankfully, Linklater chooses to emulate some elements of the French New Wave, but not all of them, and succeeds in creating a really cozy film that feels as if you're there, hanging out with your filmmaker friends on set of a film. It feels relaxed and unhurried and low stakes, and I really like that. I think performances are great, particularly again Zoe Deutsch and also Guillaume Marbeck is great as Godard. You really get what an odd kind of person he was, a cinephile filmmaker that on the one hand was an artist, to be sure, but on the other could be insufferably French and pretentious. As far as I can tell, based on my knowledge, the historical accuracy is pretty spot on. And also I enjoyed how Linklater includes all these other important people from French cinema scene at the time, even in just short background appearances. Is this for everyone? Absolutely not. I think this is a film for fanatics of cinema, but I consider myself to be one in a sense, and so I enjoyed this one quite a lot. I think it achieves what it sets out to do.